Hey guys, my name is Jordan, and today I'm going to show you my backyard garden. This is my first year gardening here in this space. Last year I did solely container gardening down in Florida, and now we are up here in Virginia in zone 8A. I started gardening because I was inspired from Jess over at Roots and Refuge Farm and also Jill over at Whispering Willow Farm, and they're both in Arkansas. And last year I stumbled across their videos and decided that I was finally going to start working towards a dream I've had since I was a little girl, which is to one day eventually have a farm. A farm really isn't in our budget nor in our lifestyle at the moment. So as we learn and grow and save and do all of the things that we can do to eventually get to a place where we can own a farm, we are going to start where we're at. As Jess says, we're going to turn our waiting room into a classroom, and I am going to learn all of the things that I can learn on a smaller scale here in our backyard in Virginia. Over the winter, we decided we were going to put a little bit more of a permanent garden in. This garden is really exciting for me. Last year I only grew in containers, small containers, the ones you buy at like Home Depot or Lowe's, your big box stores. And so to have a bigger area and space to make mistakes and learn from it and kind of figure out what we as a family will eat and enjoy and what I love in the garden. And I like to plant all of the things. So you'll see a mixture of flowers as well as food. But I wanted this space to feel like my getaway because I'm in nursing school right now, and nursing school is just a lot. And I wanted a place to come in the backyard and enjoy and relax. I'm excited to show you guys what is growing in my backyard and hopefully maybe even inspire some of you to do the same thing. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to follow along on the garden tours. My goal is to do one every week. It is May 1st, and I'm going to show you what is growing in my garden. So this is the garden space, and here we have some summer berries yarrow growing, and then on the outside on this side we have some feverfew growing. This is the Vegmo snowball, and this is from Floret Farms. So we have tomatoes, cherry tomatoes in all 4 corners, and those are just in your normal pots. They have self-watering bottoms though, but these are all cherry tomatoes. So these 2 front ones are the sun golds. So that one and this one over here is the sun gold. And the back corner over there, I believe it's a sweetie cherry. And then in that corner is Brad's Atomic Grape Tomato. Up here at the front, we have 2 rose bushes. The rose bushes were last minute ads. I knew I wanted to put something pretty at the front. I eventually want to put an arch trellis, but for now I figured roses would be great. So we put some roses up at the front. And with those roses, and we have some radish in here just to see how they do, some marigold, and then some strawberries, because who doesn't love a lot of strawberries? Same thing over here, except those are poppies, but they're not doing very well, so we'll probably replace them with some sunflowers. These I bought from Menagerie. I will link them below. This is a Tequila Supreme. It's a really pretty, like orange peachy color. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, right here, we actually have one bloom right there already. And then over here, we have our Teasing Georgia, and this will be a really pretty peachy orange color as well. And these were just planted probably a month and a half ago. And the one that's over in the corner over there, that one is like a pink color. I'll have to look up the name. I'll leave the name at the bottom. So these smaller beds, I've had these ones since last fall. but this is all new plants in it except for the garlic and the onion. So in the front here, we have some strawberries in here, and then we also have like the herbs. So I just actually transplanted in the rosemary and the thyme from the front of the garden in the hanging baskets. They were just getting pushed out, so I wanted to put them somewhere where they couldn't take over an entire bed, but they could be managed here. So we have Italian parsley, we have a rosemary here, some more parsley, that's thyme, that's a thyme, and then there's strawberries down the middle. Now in this bed over here, we have a mixture of garlic and onions. I don't remember what is which because the tags got lost, but these have been in since fall, I believe, or winter. I think it was winter, maybe December timeframe. And so these are doing really good. The onions are doing really well as well. This is like the biggest garlic we have going on right here. And the garlic, you can actually tell by the leaves that it's garlic, versus the onions have a like cylindrical leaf. They're not flat like the garlic. Now this one also has strawberries. All these strawberries are from this year. So they're all, I'm letting them all fruit. Some people say to take off the blossoms, some people don't. I want strawberries, so I'm not taking the blossoms off. And I eventually want to get a green stalk and put all the strawberries in a green stalk so I can grow lots of strawberries. And then this is just more garlic in here. So for this first bed right here, we have a whole mix of everything. My game plan for planting and learning is plant as much as I can, and then if I have to pull things out, I have to pull things out. And then I usually find somewhere else to put them. So on these trellises, I have 2 tomatoes in each. This one right here, I believe is a, let's see if I can find the tag. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, so this tomato right here is a Dr. Witches, or Weiches, however you say it. That is that one right there. We've already started to have blossoms coming through, so that's exciting. And then this tomato over here is a San Marzano, nice little paste tomato. So we'll see how these two do. And then I planted a crap ton of zinnias. Little did I know how much I loved zinnias, but I love zinnias and dahlias. Those are my absolute favorite. So I have from Floret Farms, all of the zinnias are from Floret Farms. Some of them have tags, some of them are mislabeled because kids and things get messed up. So, but I know for sure that these two are my little flower girl mix ones, and they're really pretty, like pink, like they're just a super pretty color. And then in the middle here, I have a golden zucchini. I'm hoping I can have it grow out the side is my goal with that. And then over here, I have a dahlia from, let's see if I can find it. The tag is a French doll, and this is from a small business. I'll have to find out who it was, but those have done really well. I also have another dahlia right there. That is a Marin, and that is from Freckled Herd. And then I have some more dahlias back here. I think these are the Oklahoma Ivory ones. I could be wrong. They could be another one, but I'm pretty sure those are the Oklahoma Ivory zinnias. And so I have some random like pretty basil in there. I have some radish because you can grow radish in some shade and actually do a little bit better so they don't go to seed. And then hopefully a nasturtium that will trail out. And this is a salmon gleam nasturtium from Floret Farms as well. This bed right here has 2 more tomatoes. This tomato right here is a pink tie-dye tomato, which they're all starting to flower already, and you can see how beautiful and thick their stems are. And then we have another Dr. Witches right here because I personally don't like acidic tasting tomatoes. Supposedly the yellow ones are less acidic, so we will see about that. We also have some onions. I believe these are purple onion, some more radish, and then a Black Beauty zucchini in here as well. And like I said, my goal is to grow it kind of outside of the planter right here. We have some more, I believe, little flower girl zinnias over here. This one hasn't opened yet. All of the zinnias I have pinched except this one. I did a trial run to see how big it would get. And this right here is a Senora zinnia. And this thing is like 3 feet tall. It's huge. But look at how beautiful this stem is and pretty that color was. So those are this bed right here. I think we have some more little flower girl ones here as well, but they're all interplanted, and so far right now they're loving life. And oh yeah, I also have a dahlia on the backside too. This one over here is a oh, right here. This one's another Marin one, and that is also from right there. See right there, from the freckled herd. There's the sweet cherry tomato, which has got some crazy looking blossoms on there. This next bed is my cucumbers. This is the start of the cucumbers. I'm putting them in more of a shaded area, just because I know some of the direct sun on cucumbers can make them sour, so they're a little bit more on a shaded spot, at least for like the middle of the day sun. So right here we have some peppers. This is a jalapeno, which has already started to get little flower buds right there on it. Some more flat of Italy onions. They're purple onions. Like I said, these could be Oklahoma ivory, I'm not sure. And they're like white, and this one over here is about ready to blossom. It's gonna be super pretty. We have some buttercream stalk, and then these are snapdragons. These are Madame butterflies, like peaches and cream snapdragons. Some more butterstock. Then this is a I have it labeled RRA. I have to look up the whole name. This is also from Freckled Herd. This is a dahlia as well, with some radishes interplanted in here, and some Thai basil because the bees like the basil. As far as the cucumbers go, they are back here. These are the muncher cucumbers, so they'll be smaller, and so those are getting started. And then this bed over here is my other cucumber bed. And these cucumbers are silver slicers, so they are doing really good back here. This one's doing really awesome. And then all the flowers, so more snapdragons, Thai basil. We have some chives. This pepper right here is not a pino. And I did pinch all of my peppers, and you can see how they are all bushing out, and these are all getting ready to start to flower here. And I think I started all of my peppers in February, second week of February, something like that. And then I have some more chives right here. And then this pepper is a habanada. So these are my two not hot peppers. That's why they're planted together. Some more buttercream butterstock because all of the flowers. So that's that bed. My berries, my Brad's Atomic Grape is right here, and that's Cole. And then this bed over here, these two beds are my melon beds. So we have I think it's Minnesota Midget melons back here, and they're doing really, really, really good. They're doing awesome. And then more zinnias, of course, because we can never get enough flowers, need all of the pollinators. We have another dahlia right here, which is absolutely just, it got pinched. I pinched it off, but it is just loving life. This one is Wynn's New Pastel, so that'll be a really pretty one. And this one has been struggling. We'll see how it does, but this is a Teesbrook Audrey dahlia right there. We have some sweet basil, and then we have some more peppers. So these are the orange bell peppers. Like I said, I pinched all my peppers. You can see them all starting to produce some kind of fruit and produce those flowers, and they are looking really, really good. And the last bed over here, will be Kajari melons. That will go, the one I started that's over on the other side of the house, that will go there. And this one was able to start on its own, so I'm gonna leave this one, and he's doing good. We have some more beautiful zinnias. Like, look at this thing, how pretty that is. And then we have more peppers right here. So these peppers are my red wonders. I might have a yellow over here, golden. Okay, so I think I have 2 goldens and then 2 oranges over here. And then these are all 4 of these peppers are all red wonders. We also have some more dahlias. I pinched them as well. This one is a center court dahlia. This one over here is a innocence dahlia. And more zinnias. This tomato is my sun gold from Botanical Interests, and they are all starting to flower, and I'm so excited. Look at how pretty that is. But this is what we are looking like on our first garden tour. I hope you enjoyed my garden tour, my very first garden tour. I'm so excited. It was a lot of hard work to put all of that in there. If you guys would like more information, you just let me know, ask questions. I'll be more than happy to answer. I love tips and suggestions, but I'm so excited that you guys were able to see my garden and I could invite you into it. Before you leave, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next one because I have to get back to setting for my last final. I hope your garden is as fruitful as mine and you are eagerly awaiting all of your hard work to reap some of those benefits and be able to harvest some of your own organic food. I can't wait to see you guys in my next one. I hope you guys have an amazing week.